Hey, you are striving to be better. You're striving to do good by you. And that is why you are here on this channel. A channel that's about wellness, nutrition, and all things that will bring adventure into health. I definitely do see you. I appreciate you. Keep going. Don't stop. So, in today's talk, I just want us to recognize some of the things that people say are or think are done by mad people or people that are out of their minds or people that are crazy. These things are actually very healthy for us. These things keep our mental state thriving. They clear our minds. These things help us to keep going, to keep moving. So I'm going to mention just 5 of those that I would like for all of us to recognize. And you can also join in, teach me something as well, because I don't know everything. Join in by, just writing down in the comment section what are some of the things that you think I have skipped, as I list these things. Because we all need to better our minds every single day. We need to get better at it. It's a never-ending job until, we die. So yeah, here's the first thing that I think people take for granted or think is meant for mad people, but is very important. Number 1 is talking to yourself. Yes, I was one of those people that used to think that if you talk to yourself, then something is wrong with you. It's either you don't have enough friends, or you just have so much mambo jumbo in your mind that's jammed up there that you need to spill it out, or you're just not okay mentally, and so you talk to yourself. I would see my grandmother do it. I would see some of the people in my circles do it, and I was like, no, I'm not going to be that kind of person. And then as I get older, guess what? Of course, your friend circle grows smaller if you are actually looking at productivity and things that actually do matter. The people that actually do matter, your friend circle is going to get smaller. But also there's going to be times when there are things you just don't want to tell anyone, but you need to air out, right? So you're going to need to talk to yourself. I have actually started talking to myself, and I figured that it's not a thing for mad people. It's not a thing for crazy people to talk to themselves. It's actually a thing for the wise. It's actually a thing for someone that values their bodies and their health. So I actually do get out every evening, maybe sing a song or two with myself, by the way, and then just start talking about how my day was, the great, the bad, and what I analyzed or thought about on both sides of that day. And by the time I get into the house, I feel there is that relief, there is that bad energy you have let out, and it just keeps me moving. Even when it's been a rough day, I feel like I have at least let out some of what was overbearing me. And so talking to yourself, you guys, is way underrated. Talking to yourself, you guys, is something that we all should do. If I checked my Bible well, I'm pretty sure I'll see somewhere that Jesus just went to talk to himself as well. He had those times when he would go here into the forest, into the bush, into the mountain. I know he was talking to God, but I also know, he had self-reflection times. Like that time when he actually said, he was about to be crucified, and then he says, this cup is just too heavy for me. He was talking about how he genuinely feels. Not that, okay, of course he wanted God to remove that, that situation if he could, but he also knew that it was imperative that he had to die for us. So, he talked about the cup being so heavy, but if it's God's will, then let it be. So he was just talking about how he humanly felt. And so if Jesus could do it, then you, my friend, also need it so much. So don't underrate that, don't undermine it. Use it as a powerful tool for your mind's health. I'm sorry, my voice might be a little bit because I have a bit of a cold. I'm just recovering from it, and so yeah, that's the reason for my voice sounding like this. But I do hope you get the message in what I'm trying to say. Then the second thing that I think that we underrate for our minds is, that people think is done by mad people, it is actually very healthy. Is, you know, you're going to a supermarket, you're going to a shop, and then you're reading these packaged products, say food products. People think taking the time out, you know, going to a supermarket or going to a shop and you find someone that has actually stood for maybe 3 minutes in one position, and they're just, you know, reading through what the ingredients are on this particular product. Someone else passing by them or past them might think, wow, this person is either crazy, this person is either too cautious, crazy, or is even a bit too serious with life. And so you think that is done by people that are out of their minds, you know, people that probably have too much time on their hands. But you guys, it's very important to read what actually goes into your body or on the surface of your body, because these days there's so much toxin around us and in us, brought up by, you know, some of the sources being these products that we actually eat, we actually use. Even just using a product topically on your skin or on your hair, scalp, is very crucial. You know, it's very crucial that you know what's going on there, because I mean, from a manufacturer's point of view or side of the story, for them they're looking to, yes, give you value, but also the bigger picture for them is make something that will stay, that will last, something that will sell. Because for them it's about the returns. Most times they'll have to like overwhelmingly ignore the health side, because if you're going to encompass health into a product, usually there is a big budget that you for your product to get onto the market, and most of them are not willing to do that. So you as a person need to care about yourself enough to say, I am going to read what's on my you know, the products I'm taking. How much of artificial preservative is in this product? How many additives have been put into this product? How many natural products actually count in this product? And then, you know, if you find that the natural products are way less than the artificial products, that may not be a product for you guys. So that's another thing. We think this is done by crazy people, but it's actually a healthy habit that we should all pick up and just read through the product, especially if it's a first time product that you are choosing and trying to get into your routine. You definitely want to make sure you know what's in there. It's upon you. Your health is upon you, not upon the manufacturer, not upon the doctor after you've gotten sick when things are so severe. It's really upon you. Alright? So that's the second one. The third one is, you know, people think that going for counseling or therapy is for mad people, is for people that have just gone cuckoos and now, you know, they have to go to a rehab center or they have to go to a mad people's home, you know. But you guys, that's not it at all. Counseling is for every living human being, because not every day is going to be great. Whether you're the richest person, whether you're the most beautiful person, whether you're the most knowledgeable person on this earth, not every day is going to be great for you. Some days are going to be overbearing, some days are going to be over stressful, some days are going to be bright and sunny and beautiful, and those will be the greatest days of your life. But there will also be those that are the worst days of your life, taking you to like the brink of thinking about, you know, harming yourself, or maybe thinking about deserting yourself and neglecting yourself, thinking about doubting yourself. And because of those very low moments, you need something that's going to remind you who you are, you know, remind you that it's okay, remind you that life is like that. So you're going to have to go through the phases, even the bad times, and that's why counseling is so important. Different forms of counseling exist. I mean, it could be that you find therapy in talking to a particular friend that you know has those skills, or you may just want to, you know, be economical and wise about it and make friends of counselors, you know. But also, you really should be paying for therapy. It's not useless. It's not wastage of time. It's not a wastage of resource. It's actually one of the most important things of this life that will help you stay afloat. So if you feel like things are overbearing, or if you feel like there is a very chronic problem that really needs to be dealt with from the roots, then you might want to see a counselor. You might want to see a therapist. You might want to go and air out those things and discover yourself and discover, reason, and discover closure, and discover solution, and discover a path to recovery, because we are only human at the end of the day. So counseling is not for mad people. Counseling is for every human being, normal, every human being that has things that they are going through, every human being that wakes up every morning. Here is what I think also some people think is for someone that is out of their mind. They are dealing with a mental disorder, or a body disorder, and so that's why they are doing this. So people think eating constantly. If you see someone who is not a child that's eating every 2 or 3 hours, yum, yum, there's something they're munching, yum, yum, yum. Most people will be quick to say, this person has a problem. But you guys, that's actually a very healthy habit. It's a way to keep your weight in check. Yes, let me give you a secret. Eating constantly, but in small portions. That's the key word. Those are the key words. In small portions is what will help you maintain your weight, is what will help you be able to eat all the different foods you're supposed to incorporate into your day as required, by the body. Because we have different food groups that the body is supposed to have every day. Now, making it to eating all of them in a day is not very easy. And that's why the secret of eating small portions but frequently is important. So that breakfast you had maybe cereal, and then 2 hours later you've had some nuts, and then 2 hours later or 3 hours later you've had a really huge protein chunk, and then you have added in some vegetable in there, and then 2 hours later you've had a fruit. It helps you to incorporate all the different food groups you're supposed to have in the day, required for optimum health. So this is not a thing for mad people. This is not a thing for crazy people. This is not a thing for people who are disordered. It's a thing for people that value their bodies and their health. Yes. The last one, the final one. People think those that, when you get into the house maybe, and you find someone has put their feet up on the couch, or is raising their legs on the bed post. Usually you'll say, okay, most people will think this person is either irresponsible, especially for those that, especially the men who want to do that with their shoes on. Hey, I'm not going to agree with you. Please remove your shoes if you need to put your feet up. Putting your feet up, by the way, is very healthy, because that's what helps, circulation, blood circulation in your body to go smoothly. So you're improving the movement of blood through your system. Remember, blood takes all these important nutrients to our systems, to where they need to be, so that those systems can actually function properly and effectively. So if your blood is not supplying these things needed for the different body parts, how do you expect your body parts to actually function right? So putting your legs up is not uncouth. Putting your legs up is not ill-mannered. Putting your legs up, or raising your legs is not a lack of etiquette. It's actually a good habit, as long as you're not putting your shoes on at that point. But otherwise, that is a very healthy habit. Normalize it. Encourage your kids to do it. Just not, at the expense of other people's comfort, but let them always find a time to do that every day, because it will definitely help their brain to get the nutrients that it needs, and therefore function well and be healthy and be provided for. Not having a lack of, but having all that it needs to actually take you through, to keep you in a good mood, to help you sleep better, to help you concentrate. The brain does everything to help you rule over the body and tell it what to do. So you, my dear person, that is not a thing for mad people. It's a thing for people that actually consider their health and value their bodies. Well, that's about it. Those are the 5 things I could mention for you. Do you have any more that you think people think are done only by people that are crazy, out of their minds, or mad people and irresponsible people? And yet, really, they are things that are meant to help us get healthier, meant to help us keep our minds in check. So, if you have any of those that you'd like to let us know about, the comment section is waiting for you. It's been prepared specifically for you. I will be in the corner somewhere. You will not see me, but I'll be in the corner somewhere waiting to read those comments and learn from you as well. And if you feel this video has helped you, it's okay to give me a subscribe. It's okay to react to, the video. It's also very exciting. It would be very exciting for you to actually share this video with those that you think would need it, because the more we spread good word, the more good we'll have in this world, right? Yeah, so I think that's about it. I will see you in my next video, but until then, do remember that wellness is an adventure. If you were new here and you're wondering who I am, my name is Amanda, and I am a nutritionist, but I'm also all about wellness and fun and adventure, and especially in the health world. Yeah, so that's about it. Let me know who you are, and let me know what you think, as regards what we have talked about just now. Until next time, I will see you soon. Bye bye.